Today's video is brought to you by Oxido LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxido LED lighting, and here is some after Oxido LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxido LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Look at that, boys. We got frost. It's like 7:30 in the morning. It's like 37 degrees. Winter's coming, and it's coming quick. Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. Today's episode we're going to do a little catching up on some activities, some things that have happened since the last video that you've seen, and some things that are going to be happening in the future. We have some major changes coming to the channel, and I mean major, so you're going to want to stay tuned to find out more about that as things happen. Kind of more as I know, you'll know. As you can see, it's a beautiful fall evening here in Minnesota, and I mean, just look at the trees. And I gave it away, I'm sure you saw. So I've got the Extreme out along with Stan, and you know, I just had the two parked side by side because I kind of wanted to see the difference in the two. Stan is a bone stock plain Janer, and this beauty is a Extreme LS. And I mean, first of all, the stance, of course, it sits a lot lower, looks a lot tighter. Overall, you know, cosmetically, bumper cover, different rims, and it's lower, so that's the whole Extreme package, along with the side skirts. Way more practical as a daily, way more cooler. Let's kind of get to the meat and potatoes of what's going on. We're going to start out with Stanley here, and we brought Stan into the shop and had them fix that pinion seal in the rear end, just replace it, because that drive shaft was so bad that it kind of hogged it out and made it drip, even though I replaced it when I got it from the junkyard, but it wore that new one out pretty quick. So they replaced that, and then they fixed a power steering line, the high pressure side. Had a small pinhole in it, and so they took care of that for me. And then the clunking that I continued to hear going over bumps and like small cracks in the road and things ended up being a broken caliper bolt. So the caliper was kind of bouncing around a little bit on the passenger side here, and they fixed that for me, so that was nice. I didn't know that was going to be the case. I was really expecting, you know, a ball joint or a wheel bearing or something, but it ended up being a caliper bolt. So we got a new caliper and rotor on there. It ended up kind of chopping my tires a little bit here, so I get a little vibration still and a little noise, but we're gonna rotate them. We're gonna throw these on the back and maybe try to do a little burnout and see if we can just kind of level it out a little bit if it's bad, but I think we'll be okay if we just rotate them. We're going to save the burnout for that 1,000 subscriber mark that we're trying to hit. That's our goal. So I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you, please hit that subscription button if you haven't done so already. You'll want to hit that notification bell because we're going to be posting a lot of videos with the Extreme. I don't have a name for it yet, and I don't know what to call it. So usually these things, you know, they kind of come to you. To be honest, the 95, the green one, I've had that for close to 20 years now. I don't have a name for it. I just call it the old girl. I'll pat the dash and, you know, tell her she's a good girl when we go past somebody broke down on the side of the road or something, you know, and every time it turns over another 100,000 miles, you know, she gets a little pat on the dash, and, you know, it's the old girl. It's just what that one is. I don't really have a name for that either. Stan, on the other hand, well, that one was pretty simple. It's like, you know, it's a tan S-10. So, you know, S-T, you can turn that into an A and an N because it's tan. It's a Stan, it's tan, it's Stan, it's a S-10, it's a, you know, I don't know, it made sense. So Stan is like a, you know, working man, blue collar kind of guy. It's a base model vehicle. It's my daily commuter vehicle. Not afraid to where I park it, how much snow's on the ground, salt, whatever. Granted, I do keep up on it, you know, I keep it washed. As you saw, we did the frame rails and everything. We got a lot of that preventative stuff kind of out of the way. We are going to tackle the rust on this rocker here shortly. I'd like to get that done before winter just to get stuff out of there, but we are definitely going to treat it before snow flies with a like rust mort or a preventer. Basically kind of neutralizes the rust from what I understand and stops it from growing any further. So we're definitely going to be doing that. So that's kind of the update on Stan. It's fixed, everything's good. They just found that caliper bolt broken, and other than that, I gave her a bath today. She looks pretty good, I do have to say. I do want to probably get it buffed and waxed, and I mean, I'll do it myself, of course, but I need to do that before winter hits. I did use the spray wax at work, but it's just not enough, you know. I want to buff it out and get it nice and smooth. I want it to look glassy, like the Black Beauty here. I don't know, what should I name it? It's bothering me. So well, it's not bothering me, but it'd be nice to have a name for it. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. But yes, I would love to get I don't know how well this is gonna show up, but there's kind of a swirly few scratches there and along the rear pillar here. I can probably buff those out pretty easily, or at least knock them down pretty good. So there's a few little things on here that, you know, could use some attention, and I just want to do that for a few things, you know, a few reasons. Make it look good, pride, and protection. So that's the update on that. Now, as far as the update on the Extreme, we got a few things done with it this summer here, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to get plates for it. There's a few things under the hood I want to get done really before it becomes more of a daily. We got some cosmetic stuff done. We did the headlights, we redid the front end lighting, we did the rear lights, we did the third brake light, we got the side skirt fixed that we blew out, and that all looks very good now. It can't even tell. It just looks the way it should have, the way it did before the tire blew. So I like that. But there's a lot of things that I'd like to do to this yet. None of those are preventing me from driving it, but there's something else kind of preventing me from driving this particular vehicle at the moment. And that's the fact that it's almost wintertime here. It's fall, you know, the leaves are falling, they're changing color. This is definitely a vehicle that I don't want to have introduced to Minnesota roads in the winter, as far as the salt and just the sheer crappiness of them. So it is going in the garage until further notice. We're not sure just how long it's going to be in hibernation, but I guarantee you it's going to be a completely different setting the next time you see this truck on this channel. I don't know how well this is going to show up. There's horrible lighting in this garage. But as far as update goes on the 95, on the old girl here, well, as I stated in the last video we did on this, that we were going to be changing out that blower motor. That's on hold. Everything is on hold on this vehicle. Actually, on all three of the vehicles, it's on hold. So yeah, everything's on hold, and I'll get more into that when I can. But the idea is I'm going to put this vehicle in an alternative storage so I can at least park Stan in my garage and not have to shovel snow off of it and that kind of stuff. It just makes it so much nicer. So I'm going to utilize my garage, and I'm going to get this over to a storage unit, literally miles away, so it's not that big of a deal. I can limp it over there without hurting anything, and that's what I plan on doing. I really miss driving this truck, and we got big things for this one too, so there's gonna be a lot of changes coming to the 612. It hurts me to look at it, so I gotta put this away. I gotta turn this light off. You can have a peek at it. Yes, Pepsi, give me a holler, would you? Somebody over there, man. Been drinking this crap for years and it's killing me, but yet I do it every day. Alright, so this pains me. We're gonna say goodbye. One last look at the beautiful green. We're only gonna get a little look because of the light. I'm alright with it, kinda. I mean,
they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
it does make me angry to see it that way, and that's not like me, so. Until we meet again. And for the last update of the video, and for the evening for myself, I'd like to announce that I have started an Instagram account, 612 Motorsports. So please head over there and follow, and you'll be able to keep up probably a little more currently with things that's going on, other than my one weekly upload. And that hopefully will be changing within the next 6-8 months or so. And also, kind of a hint, but as I said before, as I know more, you'll know more, but that's kind of the time frame right now of when big changes are coming. So definitely follow, subscribe, share, post, whatever, all that good stuff. And that's gonna do it for tonight's video. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.